This is Stress-Free RVs. You are looking at the 2021 Grand Design Imagine XLS 22RBE. Will be your second part of the video. This is the interior part. So we split it up. You can get your exterior separately, but a lot of folks primarily need to know about the inside. Let's go in. Isn't that true? So we keep our mat there. You always wipe your shoes right on these stairs. I recommend you take them off. For this purpose, I'm going to keep them on because I'm going to swiffer them up right after I walk through here. What's really nice with this door is you've got this nifty bug protection screen, and that's really nice on a calm day like now. You can just keep that airflow going. You can see the birds. It's beautiful, wonderful. Now you have this nifty thing, so you can pop that open. You can grab your door, close it up. If you need to lock from the inside, you can just turn that lever. You're nice and secure. All right, as we take a walk around, you can see it's nice and clean. This thing is brand new. My favorite personal unit. I love it. It's the one that I use when it's not being rented. All right, let's start with the bedroom. So, what's really nice about this bedroom is they designed it well. And what I mean is that when you first walk in, you've got your light switch. Right above it is your thermostat. Very easy to control. You would tap this button to change from AC cool, AC high, heat, auto, fan, etc. And then you just adjust up and down. We've set it to cool on auto, and we're going to go and put it on 70 degrees. So that's just going to stay until it hits 70. You do have a vent up here in the room as well, so you can just twist that and open it up right there. You got your smoke and carbon monoxide detector. Now with the bed, we all know that these trailer beds, as soon as you buy the trailer, toss that mattress out. Don't even pretend that it's going to survive. They are the absolute worst. We have replaced this one with a brand new mattress and a brand new 3.5-inch foam topper. It could not possibly be more comfortable. It is by far more comfortable than my home bed. I mean, just look at that foam. Oh, just want to fall asleep in it. If you go underneath the bed, you just lift it right up and you've got all this storage there. What we typically keep in here when we put things away is we keep your Swiffer mop, your retractable broom, which is really nifty, the table leg, and any odds and ends that we need. There's always an air mattress in here. God forbid you got an extra guest, an extra blanket. The pool noodle, I'm not going to get into. If you need to know about that, you message me. I'll tell you all about it. It's very specific use for the slide with the awning. Because we don't allow the awning to be used on rentals, there's no point in going through the details on that. There's a pots and pans set. That just happens to be a box with probably some odds and ends instructions in there. All right, when we look at the right hand side, you've got two outlets. You do need AC power for all outlets in this. There is no inverter, so when you're running off of battery alone, you can use the USB charging. You will get lighting, you will get your basics, but you won't be able to use the TV, the AC, the microwave, or your outlets. Now what's really amazing is you have so much storage in here. I mean, we keep a spare set here, fresh bedding, linens, the whole nine for all our renters on the primary bed here. We always give you some hangers as well. And it's just a lot of closet space. Right below it, you've got two on each side. This window right here reminds me of like bus style. You're gonna pop it open by pulling up on it. You press these levers on the side and it just opens right up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it just a little bit open. As we get to the other side, well, before we go to the other side, we're gonna go to the top. We'll go in order. You have your storage up top. This is typically where we keep those fresh pillows. We made the bed, got it ready. These lights are what I call double tap, meaning the first tap, oh, so nice. So very peaceful. It doesn't even translate well on this camera, but it is a very loving glow and blue. However, the very next press is really bright, and I mean really, really bright when you're trying to go to sleep. This is not a reading light. This is way overkill. This is why we call it double tap. Ready? You have it on blue, tap, tap. Really fast. Just once it's on blue, tap it twice. Double tap that to get it off. Same thing on the other side. Now we've gone ahead and installed an additional smart TV with Fire Stick built in, and that's all your streaming services. We will provide logins and passwords for anything you need: Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, any apps, any movies. There's already free Pluto, free Tubi, a variety of other things that you can access. It's really fantastic. Now the key thing with this TV is, and it's difficult for me to show it with the phone because I do need both my hands, but right below this power and right on the right hand side of the TV are the best places to adjust. What you'll do is you'll just kind of pull on both of those spots and turn the TV. Now that was hard to show you holding the phone, but what you can see here is now it's angled, and it's perfect angle for sleeping and watching. What is not a perfect angle for is me walking directly into it. Now I'm short and I will still walk into it, which is why we always bring it right back against the wall. All right, this window is a little bit different. This is your fire emergency window. These are my favorites. The way this one works, you kind of just pull that lever up and you push it out and you get some airflow. Oh, much needed. Down below on this side of the bed, you have your two USBs, which do run on battery power. So if you're boondocking, dry camping, you can use those. You can keep your phones charged. That's the way it works. Next thing you got is extra outlets. In this first drawer, we always keep that remote for the TV. That's your Fire Stick. You've got your buttons, HBO, Prime, all that good stuff. This does volume, it does everything you need. It will ask you to connect to Wi-Fi. Here we've got two additional lights. These are fantastic. They do recharge. They are LED. You can set them to motion sensor. They're pretty bright. They're pretty awesome. We usually keep them by the door or reserve them for blackouts or power outages, or if there's a boondocking situation. And what's great is they charge right on that USB. The rest of your drawers are going to be empty. Lots of storage. Same situation on this side. All right, to release the door, it's super duper easy. You would just take this, what I call a hair tie basically, that Grand Design provides, and just open it, slide your door down, and it's on a track. However, unless you got kids in the other room that you're trying to separate from and get some privacy, I usually just leave it open. All right, on to the kitchen. Before we dive in there, we're going to talk about this control panel. This is really your most critical element in this whole trailer. I will admit, even though Grand Design is amazing, they have the same challenge that other trailers have and manufacturers, where these sensors are not always accurate. They sometimes get blocked, they don't read right. We've done it all. We've had this thing serviced just recently and still the sensors don't read correctly. What we are going to check though is you're going to check that battery. You're going to make sure that's full. You're going to check the freshwater tank. Now, even though the freshwater tank is showing low, that's okay because we're on city water, so it really doesn't matter. There's water connected. Your gray tank should be empty. Your second gray tank is the kitchen. The first one is the bathroom. Now the black tank, I just emptied it out. I know for certain. I just cleaned it out. I emptied it out. There is no more fluid coming through. There is no clog, but if I press it, it's still showing me full. It's a sensor glitch. Man, oh man, frustrating. Now you'll notice that a bunch of lights are lit up. That's because I went ahead and already turned your water pump on. We're not using gas, we are connected to electric. We're going to put that electric on. When you're connected to the shore, you can just leave those things on. You don't have to touch it. Your ceiling light, what's really nice about that one is it always glows. So whether the lights are off or on, you can walk in the dark, get in your trailer, and you will see that glowing switch, so you know that that's where the ceiling light is. You also have your exterior lights here, which is really great, side by side, easy peasy. Your slide out is to the left. Before you touch this, you want to make certain that you are level. I've already leveled this and stabilized it. I've already pulled the slide out, and it is a perfect, beautiful thing. The awning, no. Renters, please do not use the awning. I have seen even seasoned veterans fall asleep leaving their awning open, and the wind can come and damage it severely. Please don't do that. Yes, the awning functions. Yes, it's really incredible. Yes, if you ask really nicely and swear up and down and sign a waiver, I will let you use it. Otherwise, don't do it. The reason I say don't do it is even though it functions and it's incredible, it's incredibly fragile and incredibly expensive to repair, and there's an incredibly long wait list. It means that if you use it and it breaks, you will be charged close to $5,000-$6,000, and no one will be able to use the awning for at least 4 months. and we're gonna have to figure out how to detach the broken parts. Just please don't do it. That's all I ask. There's very few rules. One is do not smoke inside. I don't care what you're smoking. Just step outside, please. I beg you. It stinks inside. It really is hard to get out. I will fine you for it. You won't like it. You'll forfeit your security in whole. It's not a good idea. Just go outside. No big deal. Right? All right. Over here you've got your sink and your built-in dish rack, which is a roll away. It's pretty awesome. So I typically leave about half the sink like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the water. It's probably going to spit a couple times just because I just connected it. Whoop, there it goes. But now you're running smooth, you're running cool, you're running good. You can just click this button right there, and that's going to give you your shower, and you've got some really good water pressure here. This is a really wide, amazing sink, which is fantastic. We do provide you with your sponge, your scrub, your soft sponge, everything that you need basically. You've got paper towels right here too. Alright, above the kitchen sink, that's your cups, your plates, your bowls. We've mixed and matched the sets. We have a bunch of trailers. Somehow we just keep flipping through them. Some have the black and the blue, some have the green or the gray. Somehow they've become mixed. Whatever, you get a full set. Typically at least 4, 6, 8, sometimes 10 or 12, depending how many we have. Got some cleaning supplies, some wipes, some sanitizer, some soap, some spray. For those that drink, you've got your coffee, you've got your shot glasses, you've got your filters, you've got some plasticware. If you don't feel like doing the dishes, there's a big box of all the plasticware. Feel free to use it. Don't worry about it. It's for you. It's intended for you to use. All right, I'm just gonna close those. To the left of the sink, this glass has your radio. The radio is Bluetooth. Now I'm gonna turn it on, but it's connected to the radio, so you're probably just gonna get static. The point is, I just wanna show it to you. Here's your volume. You can hear the static. I can turn it up. It can get pretty loud. Now, what you're going to notice here on the left is Zone 1 and Zone 2. Zone 1 is your inside. Zone 2 is your outside. I can adjust that. You see here. Now it's off on the outside, and now it's off on the inside. So a lot of times people will turn on this radio, they don't have the zones on, and they're going to say it doesn't work. Try making sure you can see that zone. That's your first solution. Second thing that you're going to want to try to do is you're going to connect your Bluetooth. So there's a button right there. It's marked Bluetooth. There we go. Press that, sync your phone, turn it to Bluetooth. It'll say Furion something or another. Password is 0000 or might be 1234. I really don't remember, but it's one of those two options, and you can connect to it and use your phone for music. Alternatively, if you need it, you can use an auxiliary cord, a headphone cord, a USB stick for music. It's got all the fancy options. It's got a DVD player built in. Now that DVD player is connected to this Roku smart TV in the living room. You just have to change the input to DVD or to radio, or to try input 1, then maybe try input 2, maybe try RCA. One of those is going to work, I promise you. I'll walk you through it. Up here you've got extra storage. Here you've got your microwave. Now I will tell you this, that as of the time of this video, from the factory, even though it's brand new, this plate does not spin. I don't know if that's good, bad, otherwise I've notified Grand Design, haven't heard back necessarily in regards to how to resolve that. I don't really care, I don't use the microwave much, but it will still heat your food, it will still work, it just doesn't spin. I presume they'll replace that soon enough for me. Right above that, you have extra storage. What we do is we keep our barbecue set here. I'm not going to open it, but it's really awesome, and I really would appreciate it if you clean everything and put it all back where you found it. It means a lot to me. I love that set. It comes really handy. Down below, you've got your full residential cooktop. Oh, clean. Love it. That's how that glass opens up. That's your cover. It's really great. The way this works is just like a grill. So you're going to have 3 burners, and you're going to turn the burner to light, and then you're going to light it with the propane. Now if at first it doesn't click on, it means 2 things. 1, we just turned the propane on. 2, might not be catching. Yeah, might not be catching. There it goes. Just give it a 3rd try, and we're up and running, and then we just turned it off. So easy peasy, that's how it works. Nice and simple. You've got a nice blue light here, which is really nifty and cool. And for the oven, it's a little bit different, but pretty similar. This is your last knob. That's your oven knob. That's going to crank up the heat. First, you're going to turn on the propane. Then you're going to adjust it to whatever setting you want, and that's real simple. Now, when you first turn it on to light it, you put it on flame, you give it a good moment for that propane to flow, and then you click the knob. Sometimes, just like at home, you're not going to get that pilot light to light that way. That's just how it is. So you take one of those camp lighters and give it a click. You'll be good to go. All right, super easy. We do provide you with a bunch of spices and some emergency chicken soup in case somebody's not feeling well. Feel free to use this. I would ask that you replace it. It is intended for that emergency use. You got a sick kid here, you don't feel like driving anywhere, you got to deal with it. You know, chicken soup for the soul. Easy peasy. Right below there, we keep some tin foil. You have your inspection form for when you arrive. This is your departure and return form stapled together. It also should include all of the additional add-ons and options. We are super transparent. You received an electronic copy that you signed, whether you realize it or not, with your reservation. You also received that as an attachment, and most likely we sent you another copy as well as we got close to your start date. And then we keep a hard copy here. So not to say that you should read it, but you know, we gave you all the chances in the world. It covers all the bases. We don't try to hide anything. It's very straightforward. Okay, in your bottom drawer, you've got some additional cookware. You've got your garbage bags, some extra masks, some extra sponges, some hand wipes, sanitizer, and we just threw this in here for now. That's to get your fire pit going. Didn't know where else to put it. Below the oven and stove is all your pots and pans. You do have a cutting board as well. And there is silverware in the drawer as well, just for reference. Then you've got these 6 drawers, which are typically empty. I mean, it's just a lot of storage. Next to the TV, on the right-hand side, will always be your Roku remote. Keep in mind you do need the internet and Wi-Fi to access this TV and utilize its features. It has similar settings, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all that good stuff. Also, we keep some emergency lights. You've got a headlight, you've got a clip-on light, and you've got 2 flashlights. I do keep a knife here in case you need it. Typically I'm going to put that on top so it's separate so the kids don't reach for it. You can stash that somewhere else if you need to, but here's a nice thing is you don't see it unless you know it's there. Also above there, we used to keep a big box of hot chocolate. There's only a couple packets left, so we'll re-up on that, but it's really delicious. Help yourself to it. And a deck of cards in case you get bored. On the left-hand side, you have all the extra lights, and of course, can't leave home without it. If you're camping, help yourself to it. We know how it is, especially if you got kids. Right above is just some storage stuff. Don't need to mess with that. That's for us as an owner. And then I connect a power surge for extra outlets. Very conveniently over here, we do give you a Bluetooth speaker. You can take it outside. I think it can get wet. You're welcome to use it. It's very inexpensive. If you lose it, if you break it, don't even stress it. I won't bill you for it. Don't worry about it. All these cabinets have tons of storage in case you're going on a long trip and you need to stash your clothes or extra supplies. Now we get to the couch. This sofa is the most comfortable thing on the planet. This table spins and adjusts so you can go like that if you just want to put your drinks on it, and then you sit down. Oh, life is good. You've got your table here, you've got your cup holder right there. Now let me show you something about this. First off, there is a hook right here, one on the right, one on the left. Sorry, nothing in the middle. I'll show you the middle does something different. You pull that lever, oh yeah, you kick out and you are comfy. It is a recliner. Not only is it a recliner, but I promised I'd show you something really cool. This is a magnetic cover. I put it there so I don't accidentally press buttons or kids press buttons, but you can see that they light up different colors. What it means, green is vibrate. Oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Blue is fancy lights. It gives you an underglow kit as well as a cup light. And red is heat. So you can have a heated massage if it's cold out, and you might just fall asleep while you're sitting here. Now you can change the settings. Right now it's on the strongest. You tap it again, it goes middle. You tap it again, it goes low. And you tap it again, it goes off. Same thing with the heated seats. You have high, medium, low, off. And then I recommend you just spin that right back. All right. Perfect seating, no? I mean, couldn't be more comfortable, I promise you. Now, as I told you, the middle does something different. That opens down into an armrest. Now notice how I didn't say cup holder and I went ahead and covered that up. I said armrest. Please don't put any drinks in this. It is so flimsy, it is shallow. You're just gonna spill all over yourself and make a mess, and it's really hard to clean. Thankfully, no one has done it. Knock on some wood. There we go. Found something. Don't put your drink here. Do not put your drink here. Don't allow anybody to put their drink there. I said it 3 times. That means it's really important. Don't do it. You have a cup holder here. You have a cup holder there. You have a table in front of you. Plenty of spots. But it does make a really great armrest when you're relaxed, reclined. All right. Push it back up. Boom. There it is. To put this back in place, you just sort of put your legs backwards and you're good to go. Now I'm just going to take a nice little glance at how spacious that living room is. Oh my goodness, you gotta love it. So much room, so clean, so pristine, so premium. That AC unit up top, that extra air vent there. Nice flow. All right, we've made our way to the fridge. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn that blue light on. So not both of them are on. All right, you open the freezer, you have your on-off, you have your electric and gas. We keep it on auto, it's running on electric. And every cold setting. Here's a trick, don't ever leave it on 1 and don't put it on 5. The reason is 5, everything will freeze. You'll get frostbite and you'll get ice. 1, everything will be warm and melting. Pretty much 3 or 4 is your go-to. All right, then you pop open your fridge. We're gonna show you that it's nice and clean. Whoop, there you go, you can see. Now here's the thing, if the fridge starts beeping, making noises, that means it's on a propane setting and you are out of propane. So you're going to turn the fridge off, you're going to go outside, you're going to follow the exterior instructions that I gave you on how to turn the propane on. Twist the cap, turn the lever, and there you go. Now we've got our extra large bathroom, and I mean it, I really mean it. This is one of the highlights of this trailer. It's tall, first off, so I'm going to show you. I'm 5'7", and you can easily be 6 and change. There's a ton of space above my head. You have your vent here. I've turned it on. You can also open it up, clear out the air. Here you've got your fire escape to get a lot more air. And then what all of these windows have is blackout blinds. They're hiding behind the cover, but if you just reach behind the cover, you'll get this blind and you can roll it down. Every window has it. Well, you gotta secure it in place, but there we go. Done. So I kind of accidentally showed you how to just let it roll back up. You kind of just tug on it, move it outwards, and it'll just roll itself back up. These things are really awesome. Do not drive with them down. They'll clang around, they'll bang, and they'll break off. So it's only for going to sleep or getting privacy. You've got a garbage can here, you've got a flushie here. Really critical things to know. So you'll notice that the toilet's always clean. Yes, yes, yes. Fresh and clean, pristine. When you're using the toilet, 1, 2, whatever you gotta do, you just make sure you flush a ton. Just flush and flush and flush and flush and flush and flush and flush. Pretty much you can't flush enough, and I mean it. That's gonna let that water flow through, that's gonna clean out the tank, that's gonna keep it easy. You pull the lever on the outside, you let it dump, and you're done. The reason this garbage can is here is because some people tend to need a garbage can when they're in the bathroom for whatever hygiene reasons. Men, women, children. You've got paper towels here, you need to toss them out somewhere. You've got tissues, you need to toss those out somewhere. Whatever it might be, diapers, God forbid, I beg you, do not put it in the toilet. It's going to be really hard to clean and fix, clog. It's going to be really expensive for you because I am going to charge you as a renter. Right now everything works. That's how I give it to everybody. I expect it to be that same way when I get it back, but it's also understandable. If things don't work, please give me a heads up, let me know, be honest. I'll do my best to work with you. If you don't tell me and I find out and it takes time, time is money. That's just reality. I'm just honest with people. I don't take it personal. All right, in case you need it, quick brush. I've never actually opened it. The trash can's nice and easy, super duper. Now what I also did is I put paper towel roll in here and I put on a nifty little kind of thing over there. And I did the same thing with the toilet paper. Pretty nifty. Now here's the kicker. If you want to open this, Yeah, I see what I did. I should have lifted that up just a little bit higher, but that's okay because we can do that. So that's kind of cool. Sink is clean. We give you soap. Nice mirrors on both sides. Now if you pop one open, you'll see that you got some extra supplies, your first aid kit, some deodorizer, extra toilet paper, which there's plenty of in this drawer as well. There's about 12 rolls. I beg you, please only use the toilet paper we provide. It's septic safe. I do provide really good stuff. It's not just that horrible one ply, but if you don't use the septic safe, you will clog the toilet. It's a guarantee, and it'll be a mess, and it'll be a pain, and I won't be happy. Extra cleaning supplies, feel free to use them. Extra sprays. You've got all the essentials basically. And here's your light switch and your vent. Now on the shower, this one's a little sneaky because what they've got is they've got this thing here, and we've labeled it, actually Grand Design did, hold and press in, so that's exactly what you do. And you pull that screen. Now, a lot of people right out the gate, myself included, felt this is really flimsy. It's kind of like a way to make the noise of thunder, right? Thunder or rain. But it's actually really awesome, and when you click it in, it stays put, and on the inside you would just push it out and it'll go right back into place, kind of snaps back. I put this in here a while back just so you don't slip and slide or fall or anything like that. It also helps keep it clean. When you turn the shower on, it is going to take a bit to heat up the water. That's why we leave that water heater on, but you're going to get some really good pressure if you hook it up correctly. That's nice. So we know it works, and you can move this and swivel it around, and you've got your nice skylight in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. That's it. So there's your trailer. This is Stress-Free RVS. Find us on the web, stressfreervs.com. Tell us how you found us. Get a referral credit and a discount, special pricing. We offer very competitive rates. We do the best we can. We want you to be happy. We love our 5-star reviews. We keep in touch with as many of our previous renters as we possibly can. We do send out specials and updates, so let us know if you're interested. Just ensure that you're added to the email list. Hope you like it. Thanks so much.